やるせ。
Yep, muted. Okay. So, current plan... Oh, fuck, audition finished. Yeah, we can see what's this is happening here. Help me out. Need cash infusion. Asking this for you, considering that I was the one who originally gave you starting capital. Shouldn't have happened wealth that I could easily liquidate. That's actually completely doable. Appreciate this. Underestimating it. Won't forget this. I'm thinking he did. In fact, I'd like to have you over for dinner. Friend who's a private chef, he'll put together something fit for an emperor. Sounds wonderful. Great. Just need to confirm my friend's availability before I contact you with the details, but I expect to be having dinner with you later tonight. Glad you can make it. Come in. Kato, this is Mr. Goka, friend that I've been telling you so much about. Kato the young chef bows, and Kato's got Yakuza tats. Fujimoto-san tells me that you're a good friend to him. As someone who likes to see him treated well, I am sure you have his appreciation, and you have mine as well. Friend of Fujimoto's is a friend of mine. Delightful, a clear example of transitive property of friendship in action. Had hoped that the two of you might have a chance to hit it off, even if Kato doesn't have time to join us for dinner. You have to forgive me for leaving early. Ordinarily, I'd be happy to spend every evening with friend of Fujimoto-san, but I already promised my wife that I would spend the evening with her. And she guards our time quite jealously. I feel lucky to have gotten this much of you, Kato. Like your company, but if I can't have that, then your cooking is the best substitution a man could ask for. Always a pleasure to come and enjoy your expensive whiskey, my friend. I'm certain that in exchange for my cooking and your liquor, I am the one who comes off ahead. Mr. Goka, isn't it enough to far Kato goes to make me feel as though I'm not imposing on him? I don't mean to make you any later than you already are. Thanks for stopping by, old friend. It was good to meet you, Mr. Goka. And with another bow, Kato makes his exit. Now let's see what Kato's prepared for us. And doesn't have time to stay and properly enjoy himself, shall we? Looks pretty decent. Dinner table prepared ornately. Properly cropped photo of dinner table could be mistaken for the inside of the finest restaurants in the city. This looks splendid. Wish I could claim credit, but I'll provide was raw material. Kato does the praise. Be sure to pass it along to him. That's a lot of fucking food for two people. tell you more about how excellent he is at what he does, but perhaps you should skip right to the part where you experience it for yourself. First few bites confirm what Fujimoto promised. Meal's delicious. You don't have to say it, I can tell from the expression on your face. How did you meet him? Maybe a story for another day? Not sure it's my story to tell. Short version is that I managed to spot talent before anyone else did, and decided to do what any good investor would in that situation. Took a bet on him. He was a young up-and-comer. Not all that different from what I did for you once upon a time, actually. Though now it seems to be the case that you're the one helping me out financially. Gestures at the dinner table as he speaks. This is what I mean when I said I'm struggling with liquidity. I have a private chef who's willing to cook meals for me on special occasions. That's something that I have, and a lot of people who would willingly pay a lot of money for, but I can't exactly sell this friendship in exchange for cash. That's why I asked you to come to my rescue recently. You understand, yes? I have what other people might consider wealth, but that is different from having liquid cash. Friendship isn't something that can be sold, but I think that makes it even more valuable because it means it's something that you always have. Valuable like a watch or even an investment property that can be taken away from you. People can steal it from you, the market can collapse and reduce the wealth of your property. Finest riches are often the first to depreciate with age. But a good friend if you maintain... Why the fuck is this game suddenly just out of nowhere giving all this like worldly advice like relationship shit? Like holy fuck, this is not what I came here for. I came here for the money, but this is still appreciated. Will you grow stronger as you age? Do you think we'll have that kind of relationship? Oh fuck, is this the dating simulator part for the people who aren't idols? Friendship's hard to measure. Because I just realized, Fujimoto's single. Rita's single. And the reporter's, as far as I know, single. And those seem like dating options. Because he's like the suave rich guy. With romantic relationships, things are often so easy to label. People have to take and define the relationship. It's somehow easier to know that you're part of the couple when you're part of the relationship, especially since different people draw the line for different places. Okay, Doc, I'll admit I'm kind of fucking dense on this kind of thing. I don't want to go old man route. I don't want to go route, period. I'm here for reducing my rent, dude. None of these things have clear labels. I think that's what makes friendships beautiful in a way. Every relationship is unique, but in the case it can be frustrating to navigate. Labels aren't just how we present things to the outside world, but they can also be how we sort things inside of our own mind. So I'll say this. You have vindicated every bit of faith I put into you. I admire your acumen, of course. You've been a good steward of the resources I invested in you. But I think what's more important is that all of this is that I've had fun. I've had fun watching you develop the business, and I've had fun watching you success. In a way, I feel like I've shared in your success. I often tell people that I wanted the best for them, but when you succeed, I feel like I've succeeded too. Now as an investor, but as someone who wants to see you do well in life, whether in business or anything else. Being in your orbit is fun. Almost every time we talk, I leave feeling more energized. I know that's not how most people would describe friendship, but I certainly count you among my friends. And I hope that this relationship, however you choose to define it, continues. I've been in your corner from the start. I've never regretted it. Glad you consider me a friend. After all, having me as a friend has its benefits, right? because it's normally the part of the evening where I'd give you a gift, but the kinds of gifts that I give usually don't fit in a box with a little ribbon. So tell me, what favor would you like? The transaction fees on ticket sales. Lowered rent. Hope this isn't the last chance we have a meeting like this. Let's see what the auditions do. What I get. Normal rank prodigy. Pretty standard. Wait, she's a 62 and she doesn't even have a color. Holy crap. That's like around silver rank. That's a 60. 21-year-old meme queen. Increases success chance of viral marketing campaigns and minor boost to all online content. Holy crap. You're just fucking hired on the spot, lady. You are very fun. You're dumb as a fucking brick, though. Damn, if I didn't have JJ named already. Good vocal, good funny. She can never dance, though. You're better rounded. You're also 13. I don't think I've had that relationship type before. Wait, not relationship type, ability. Yup. I'm thinking I'm pulling Uno, and then I'm pulling her. Yo, what up, Mr. Goka? I'm your girl, say Momo no. Yeah, Momo na here. Uno, everybody says I'm a fast learner. I'll be sure to do my best. And hi, I'm just hoping to get along with everybody. Okay, I need names. And oh fuck, I need one more. Why are you black? Oh, the busy ones, I guess, are just stuck like that. You are 21-year-old meme queen. Okay, who should we name this after? Xenophobia thing. It cratered out my top-ranked idol, who was Ronin at the time, so I've recruited a new gold, who is, I'm pretty sure, Abbott? No, not Abbott. Because Lucky and Tsunade are the high-ends there. Yeah, I picked up Baz, and I picked up Alphys. As 2 new golds, and now I'm trying to get 30 members so that I can push into better... Yeah, into a 3rd new subgroup. Which also means that I need to build a new break room. Although if I do a new theater, and then a break room. Are you like the other one? Pricing $3 grand, attendance 99%. I hate how it just pops to the end. 35, a little bit more. Schedule. Oh yeah, pricing. Oh, so it's a theater per group. Let's throw that at 25 and see what happens. But yeah, we got the show to not go over to the West because they rethunk out their deal. But we also lost the episode that we what the fuck would have been on. I completed the task? Oh, the timed ones. Let's talk to Rita.
Nama.
Something fun to do. A little bit of you scratch my back, I scratch yours. Right, here's what I'm looking for you to do. Release 3 R&B singles in a single month. What do you want me to do this? Counter programming. Bly 48 has been getting a bit too much attention for my taste. Everyone's starting to think that they're a premier R&B group, and that they're starting to climb the charts. Okay, so Rita's just having me just snipe out someone else. Lucky for her, I have 3 groups and I'm going on a 4th. Once the tracks locked and loaded, once so, you drop them in a single month. I'll complete the blitz of my own singles. You'll of course be rewarded for your efforts. Let's see what my personal store is doing. Cause I'm thinking that the idol Ronin who broke off went off to form the new group that we're currently trying to research, the Phantasm Facade. So we're on a storyline about that too. I'm glad you're looking into this. Heard from Miss Maximilian Zero that it sounds like you were interested in the topic, so I figured it would be worth my time investigating. Try to learn about the group, but the more I dug, the more mysterious it seems. Usually a group like this would be subsidiary of some existing entertainment company. Looked into who owns the trademark for Phantasm Facade, and I tracked it back to a shell company called Vale Holdings. So I went out of the way to make it hard to figure out who was behind the group. No, this is kind of the point of it. All the idols wear masks, and they don't really have the distinct identities per se. Even the name implies that they're all hiding behind a mask. Yada yada, hard to track down. At a dead end. Not sure the information is out there, but I have no idea who I'd talk to in order to find it. And that's just on the timer. So I need 3 R&B. I think I've done a lot of R&B though. And let's see where Fujimoto's going. So you've come to me asking what it is that I want from you. Best gift you could give me is a life well lived. Or if you're feeling particularly generous, I need about 300k. Wait, 300 million. Sounds like a lot, that's because it's what would take to completely sever me from my old life. Honestly, if I do the triple single thing, I could probably fund that. So let's fucking rock and roll. Oh, they did hit it. That's actually kind of surprising. I didn't think they were growing that fast. $30,000 new fans. Now let's see what Double Strike does. Double Strike's playing fucking ball. And pulled nearly 90k new fans. Boom for life. RMB's female. I should probably wait for the third group for that. But I can probably get Double Strike's for... Yeah, Double Down's first one going. RMB. Wait, aren't I one of the lead RMB groups to begin with? I kinda do it a lot. RMB, rebelling. Street. Last Double Down song was No Promises. 139. I'll just do it flat 200 in case it critically succeeds. Kronos is pretty happy right now. Who do I lead with? Ah, could debut Meme Queen. Who has pretty? Actually, no, I'm going for cool because that helps female. Oh no, pretty helps female too. Fish got the fucking moves.
Yatta! Yoshi. Producer-san. Yatta!
Lizard, relics.
Producer-san. Producer-san.
Baron, get in there. Newbies aren't really trained up enough.
Yatta! Yoshi. Ureshii. Ikemasu.
I still need to rename her. That is a fuckload of dance, though. But vocal's the one that girls go for. Because yeah, Double Down could do R&B. Double Strike could do R&B. I'd need my third group for the last of the R&B. Oh hey, you broke 1 million. Let's see who we pick up here. We have a guaranteed silver. And besides that, I don't know. Paranoid, more likely to report reels. Oh yeah, I've seen Paranoid before. You are tenacious. There's the silver. Also tenacious. Dance is maxed out though. But vocal is very high and maxed out as well. Let's see what else we got here. Yet another prodigy. And another silver. Amplify stat loss due to aging. In that case, she'd only have about 4 years, and then she'd just lose everything. So you're the better hire. How high do you max? Your dance is higher, your vocal caps out lower. I'm thinking we're going with the younger one.
頑張ります
Thanks for giving me this opportunity. New group. Where are the teens? Wait. Teen female. Okay. We need double something. Eh, double whammy works. And then banish the newbies to double whammy. Yoshi gets whammied. And then you get whammied. How's Trouble doing? Trouble is hardcore male. Hardcore, male, hardcore, male. Strike is... Let's go adult, female, 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 casual. Oh wow, where the hell did all the millions go? Ain't complaining. Actually, wait. Give everybody stamina. And let's go on to the world tour. Oh, fuck. Rhythm of Your Past. R&B. Where's Teen? Anything that's just Teen in here? So they're gonna go cool. And whammy it up.
嬉しい嬉しいプロデューサーさん
Digital, R&B, rebelling, and where's casual? This is gonna be a lot of songs under production. Let's put Sinaj up front. Wait, no, Lucky's up front because Lucky needs to level up.
よしやったー嬉しい嬉しいやった
Jesus Christ, Abbott, I need to get you working. Deathstorm turned 23. There's her cool beauty. More influence with Lucky, which is important because Lucky's trying to graduate. Maxed out with Fish Lips. Let's throw Song in. And then while that's going, get my tour planned out. Oh, goddammit, Doc. You're not even in your 20s yet. Get the fuck back in line. Yeah, you're trying to graduate at fucking 17. Maybe salaries make them not want to quit as early? All the newbies are fucking ecstatic at that. Sombra's pissed off. Yeah, Doc was unhappy with their wages, so let's pump it. I mean, you do have the bankroll to make it to Harvard. Did Lizard go up again? I guess. Just blow all my money on making them happy. What's this button do? When do they green up? I'll leave it there and I should be able to ignore it for the most part. I'm gonna be venting like mad though. How is double? %, attendance. Oh damn. I really need to raise that pricing. That was a single finishing. Wait on the choreography. Spengler turned 18. Ready to Party has recently been accused of promoting a religious cult that's been gaining promotion slightly due to a lyric that multiple people claim to have misheard. Aren't enough. If that wasn't enough, the claim has since spread to reach the ears of the group's question, which has since begun playing Double Down's music during rallies and promotional events. I'm gonna have to say cease and desist letter, because copyright's pretty fucking critical in Japan. Although I could go full on, nuke it from orbit. Yeah, nuke it from orbit. Cultists don't deserve any kind of regret. You have a press release crafted denying your affiliation with the sect, and The media immediately jumps on it. Since the controversy, luckily the story focuses on the fact that Double Down has publicly condemned the group. Cult makes her an obvious villain in the eyes of the public, and every good story needs a hero as well as the villain. Role of which Double Down seems to be slotted into nicely. Good idol groups be focused for good in the world. Be a force of good in the world. Some parents seem to think so. I mean, it'd be nuking in a private but not in public. Let's go, tour the world. We passed in Argentina. We passed in Canada. We passed in the UK. We passed in Italy. Passed in South Africa. And got New Delhi. Oh, everybody's pretty... lucky you'll be fine, that's only 7 points. And I have to wait 3 months for my next event. Somebody lost mental stamina? Are they being bullied? Might just be that they zeroed out during the world tour. Thirsty done. And I need to wait on releasing new Double Strike song. And what do you got for me? Good enough. Game kinda hung there. You are focusing cool. I think you're maxed out cool. That's a lot of stuff. So 2 people lost mental stamina because they broke up with their partner. Nothing too critical though. Theaters bring in 900k. How is the pricing going here? Okay, for it to be a bit more, just put together for my base. There we go. I got the money for this. So let's roll down. Pop that back up. Double strike. Let's do 6k. I'm so close. And we are ready for the release. That's a lot of stamina. Okay, let's hit it with Double Strike. Ooh, holy fuck! Oh, I might have released the wrong order. Oh, fuck. Okay, Double Down's good. And got burned. Didn't seem to work well with the higher end parts of my audience, though. It might. And then throw Whammy out. The newbie, so I didn't expect much, but I think that still made profit. Wait, how do they have that much fame already? And talk to Rita.
様。
Well, it seems like you're the king of R&B. Has this helped you in any way? The ways in which it benefits me probably won't be immediately evident to you. Perhaps one day I'll reveal everything I'm working on. I still don't get Jake's crazy-ass schemes, but if it's working for him, I'll take it. Until then, you'd only concern yourself with the terms of our agreement. Since you fulfilled your request on where it was a hefty one, I suppose I should give you something in return. Get a lot of incoming business proposals, and going forward, I could send some of the bigger ones your way. Also have agreements with a number of venues where I locked in lower than normal prices. I could, in a manner of speaking, sublet some of those venues to you, so you could go in somewhat reduced price as well. Or I could make a habit of using the one-shot resources to promote your shows. Some of our followers are the people who are bored enough to check out anything that makes its way onto their feed. Which of these options most appealing? I don't have to care about business pros too much. More viewers for shows.
いいわよ。またね。
That's a major source of my income, and boosting that will make it very, very good. But I'll be sure to hunt you down when something comes up. I think I'm gonna pay Fujimoto. Oh wow, you're really doing this. Well, alright then. I hope I can get my rent a second time. If I can, I'm fucking on the right path. You know this means I have to have you over for dinner, right? Best way I know to say thank you. Let's hit up the old man. Good to see you. Dinner's ready. Is Kato joining us for dinner? No, as a matter of fact, it's all on me. And a good drink can make up quite a few meals. That's not 3 million. That's, well, that's yen, so yeah, knock off 2. Yeah, 3 million. Might be hard to believe, but while you were out getting rich, I was here at home studying the blade. Well, I started with the kitchen knife skills, but Kato taught me the other things as well. Not too bad, eh? Thought I'd start with the dishes he trained me on. Figured I would have to have some way to feed myself once I cut the last of my more sordid, tawdry business affairs. And if you need to feed yourself, knowing your way seems like a good insurance plan. Even if I couldn't find a kitchen to hire me, I could always cook for my friends. Go ahead, take a bite. It's a bit saltier than you're used to, and the texture is a bit watery, but the flavor isn't bad. You got potential. Well, that's good to hear. Wait, what are you cringing at? Always been one to appreciate the journey to improvement. As if I had nowhere to go but down, well, that would be discouraging. Not sure how much time I'll spend in the kitchen, but who knows, might make a habit of it. The blade joke's always cringe, but you can laugh at cringe. You just don't enjoy it afterwards. Kinda like your, post-nut clarity. You regret what got you there, but you still got there. Know that I wouldn't be able to offer anything up in my bar set by a chef like Kato, but I thought this would be a bit more special. Kinda hard to explain, but there are certain things that you can't judge on raw quality, you know? Sort of like karaoke. If you want to listen to people sing, there are probably singers more talented than the people you get drunk and go to the karaoke bar with. But you don't necessarily want to hear the best singers, you want to hear your friends. And if their singing is terrible, all the better, because you know that somebody with a terrible singing voice only ever shares it with the best friends. Yeah, that's not necessarily true in the kitchen, but I figured it was worth finding out. If the food disappointed, well, that's why I brought out the good whiskey. He knows. Might be the last bottle of really expensive whiskey I pour for a while. Not the sort of person to spend money on the finest spirits, but when people want to get you your good side, well, let's just say a $50,000 wire transfer has a potential to look a lot like a bribe, while a bottle of really fine whiskey is the sort of thing that officials are more likely to overlook. Usually to avoid suspicion. I'm getting out of the business of taking and receiving that sort of thing as the sort of things that are commonly used as to grease palms. Of course, getting on a bureaucrat's good side in order to get what you want from the time is still something I'm not above. But I plan to do it the way that doesn't have to risk attracting the attention of the police. You talk a lot about your past. Guess I like alluding to enough things that people who get into the business with me know what sort of business they're getting into, while keeping the details vague enough that they could honestly say they didn't know anything about it if anyone ever came asking. But I guess we're past the point where I could just vaguely gesture at things and expect you to infer the details for yourself. Well, let's just say it involved the world's oldest profession. Oh, prostitution. Thought that was kind of legal in Japan. Officially, I ran a hostess club, the kind of operations out in the red light district. And that's the kind of place where you tend to see a lot of customers who are willing to pay for intimacy, and a lot of workers who are willing to offer certain kinds of intimacy for the right payment. Sorry, you'll have to forgive me if I speak in innuendo rather than just saying everything outright. At this point, innuendo is the language I'm most fluent in. I spent so much time communicating things by implication and winks and nods, and I sometimes forget how to say it outright. Transactions of the sort I allude to will always happen, so why not try to create an environment where I can be sure everyone participating is fully willing and fully willing to keep things safe. You make it sound so noble. I admit I do probably sound like a bit of a scoundrel trying to rationalize his behavior. After all, I was profiting from all of this, and I probably wouldn't have done it if I wasn't making money. Trying to make sure that I was doing things the right way, the things they ought to be done, if they were going to happen at all. No taking advantage of people who are just desperate for money and willing to compromise themselves to do it. Don't ever want someone to feel like they were coaxed into profession by need, so I decided my solution would be to act as a sort of financier on the side. If I ran into someone who thought that accompanying patrons to hotels was a good way to make a living, I'd facilitate that transaction. Someone just needed a source of income, I'd try to get them on someone's payroll. Sometimes by asking a client who owed me a favor or two. If I ran into someone who was just desperate for some quick cash, I'd offer them a loan with good terms. That was the idea starting out. I admit I did fancy myself a bit of a patron, at least as much of a patron as you can be while running that sort of business on the side. My biggest problem was always getting into the finance game before I really knew what I was doing. There's a reason that most banks tend to be so big. Being a lender is easier when you're also a stock trader. Not sure if you want me to fill you in on the boring details of world finance. I don't need a lecture on how banks work. Right, no worries. I know stuff can be boring, and I need a fucking drink after all that dialogue. The part that mattered for me was that I had no way to collect on all the loans I had made while the economy took a bit of a bad turn. I didn't know how to secure myself against risk, and I found myself a bit of a crunch. So, I ended up having to take out loans of my own form. People who were involved in things a good deal more criminal than I was comfortable with. Not exactly your noble thief type or even your noble pimp type. that's a part of my story where I really don't want to get into too many specifics. Managed to dig my way out without having to get my hands too dirty. Broke the law more often than I compromised my own morals. But there's one thing I never forgive myself for. One of the women who worked on the hostess club I ran took it upon herself to help me out of my little financial rut. She figured that if she was willing to talk to the folks who lent me money, she could earn me a bit of leniency. You know how I said earlier that I never wanted anyone to become involved while doing certain kinds of things for money if they were desperate for money? Well, I think I was able to fulfill that promise for the most part. But she was someone that I failed. She was definitely ended up being coerced into things she wasn't comfortable with. And she did help me escape from bad loans that were the result of my own